Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Abandoned History. We're doing something very exciting today. We're going to take a journey into Discovery Island. No, not the central theme of Animal Kingdom, not that central hub, but something totally different. It's this cool abandoned island in the middle of Bay Lake at the Walt Disney World Resort in the Magic Kingdom area. The cool thing is you can actually see this from River Country, the what we featured in episode 1. So let's dig in here and really see what this place was, a little bit about it, and then of course there's going to be some old footage playing and some really cool abandoned pictures, some from some urban explorers. So let's check out what this place is about. So starting off in the early 1900s, the island was known as Raz Island. This was actually named after a family that lived there. In the 1930s, it was purchased for $800. Could you imagine that? Just purchasing the island now in the middle of Disney for $800 by a man named Delmar Nicholson. He was known by Radio Nick, according to Wikipedia. He renamed the island Idle Bay Island, and he lived there for 20 years with his wife and his pet crane. I wonder if the crane was named Mickey. It was later sold to and it was renamed to Riles Island, and it was used as a hunting retreat. Disney, as part of the whole Florida project and all the mysterious property buying, which I'll have to make a video about later, bought the island in 1965 as part of its strategic property acquisitions of the area. The island opened as Treasure Island on April 8th, 1974, as a place to observe wildlife. It was later renamed to Discovery Island to better reflect the growing animal focus instead of the original pirate focus. So I'll try to throw in some concept art here in a little bit, but it originally was supposed to have some abandoned pirate ships, some abandoned treasure, and maybe some pirates walking around, but eventually it did shift to animals. On July 9th, 1999, the island closed permanently. So a little bit before River Country in 2001, most of the animals were moved to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and Discovery Island actually lives on at the Animal Kingdom, where the original central part of the Animal Kingdom was called Safari Village. It's now called Discovery Island, and you wonder if they closed it and decided to shift the name there as maybe a tribute to it or something else. Just 2 years after Treasure Island opened, 50,000 cubic yards of soil were brought in to expand the island to 11 acres, adding more than 250 plants and flowers and introducing another 140 new exotic birds and animals. This is about that transition I was talking about before, where Disney was trying to get more people there and shift the focus from a pirate theme to the more Discovery Island zoological theme. Eventually, after the island closed, people were trying to figure out something to do with it, and Disney contacted the creators of the popular computer video games Myst and Riven to create a real-life adventure version of the game. People would have explored the island each morning, going on quests and unlocking secrets, trying to figure out the whole story behind the island, but that never materialized, although there was some concept art released, and I'll try to include some of that. In 2009, according to Mental Floss, a Disney website, or a Disney rumor website, suggested that there was going to be a Lost-themed island, so based off of the hit television series Lost, so guests could go and experience a tropical island of themselves. One of the show's producers ended up signing a petition to get that going, but unfortunately that never took off. My bet for the future of the island is they'll probably turn it into some sort of vacation villas. If you look at what Disney World has been going through now, each of the resorts has been getting expensive villas or timeshare things. So the Polynesian just got the long houses that go over the water. They just built the new tower at the Grand Floridian a few years ago. The Contemporary Resort got Bay Lake Tower like 5 or 6 years ago. So could you imagine what people would do to pay for their own island in the middle of the Walt Disney World property in the middle of Bay Lake? So that's just my guess for the future of the thing. The future of the island, 11 acres. They could easily build a few bungalows on there and make it a really nice private guest experience. But I'm sure that's years off. Disney's been doing a lot of budget cutbacks recently because Shanghai Disneyland has been putting a lot of financial strain on the company. So if you look around, you'll see hours being slashed, budgets being slashed, and a lot of Disney fans are kind of upset recently because of this. So it'll be a while before the island is ever developed again. I have to imagine it will be, but for now, it is abandoned and it's a piece of history. So this has been a quick episode of Abandoned History on Discovery Island. I'm thinking of doing maybe Chernobyl next, or if you can think of any other interesting abandoned places, maybe it's near you or something, leave it in the comments section below. If there's another abandoned Disney piece or some old ride you want me to talk about, I'll be glad to do that too. So thanks for watching. This has been Codemic, and this is Abandoned History. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon.